Guys, welcome to Better Bachelor. This is Joker with a face for radio and a voice for print. You know, one thing I hate is double standards, and I don't like when girls are allowed to do something and it's praised and hailed as wonderful, but when a guy does it, well, it's just awful and nasty and bad and throw in all the other words that you want to. Now, I'm kind of I'm a libertarian, so I wanted to let this story cook for a couple of days to see what other stories were written about it. Cardi B's and Megan there's an extra E in there, so I have to make sure to pronounce that. I don't want to be offending to her fans. Megan the Stallion came out with WAP. I can say the first word of that, wet AP. I can't even say the rest of it. YouTube can't play the video, the uncensored video. I think the only place you can probably catch it is on Spotify. It is so awful as far as its language that I don't think there's any websites where you can actually find the full song. I do not have a problem in and of itself of the song. If you want to say that this is what women want today and this is an empowering and it's an anthem for women to find their strength and be fully independent, you go right ahead. But basically it just glorifies them using them. I mean, it's glorifying the pump and dump culture, the get in, get off, get out thing. And hey, if that's where you're going, you're going. But what I don't like is the fact that when a guy raps about the same thing or sings about the same thing, it is put down. It is said that it's a negative. I have to watch all my words, or this video will go right in the can with YouTube. But so I'm going to do a history lesson here, and then we're going to show how the media spins it to where if a guy, raps or talks or sings about the same stuff, it's horrible. But if a woman does it, well, it's empowering. And I think they've got it backwards. It's the typical double standard. So we're going to start with a little bit of a history lesson. 25 years ago, Two Live Crew, the rappers, they were arrested on obscenity charges, and basically it was because they were rapping about basically the same thing that Cardi B and Megan the Stallion are rapping about. Same stuff. Only difference is one was done by guys 25 years ago. They were taken off stage. They were held. They had their they had their time in court, and the First Amendment set them free. So then here's another story, and it's about complaining about hip hop and rap and the lyrics that are used by rapping, and how it's very misogynistic. It's very against women. Why? Because, I'll come down here and quote, this is from Ice Cube from his regarding his album NWA's Straight Outta Compton. And they say, if you're a B, you're probably not going to like us. If you're a hose, you're probably not going to like us. If you're not a hose or a B, don't be jumping to the defense of these despicable females. And his point was, look, we are referencing a specific group of women that act a certain way. And when we use these words, this is who we're rapping about. And they were called all the awful names in the book. How dare you? How dare you? How dare you? You can't talk about women that way. Smash cut to now. Well, of course, WAP is empowering. It is an anthem for women and their freedom. But wait, what's the difference? You're talking about using guys the same way that they were talking about using you, but somehow this is okay. It's empowering. And when they say, yeah, but guys have been doing this, for 20 years, they've been rapping about this stuff, and we're supposed to look at that in a good light, but when they reverse it, it's not. No, you've been complaining pretty much the whole time that guys rapping about this is not good. So when the women do it, why all of a sudden is it championing and empowering? So you're saying that the women being just as bad as the guys that you don't like doing it is okay. See, that's what I don't understand. If you're going to put down the guys for doing it, you got to put down the women for doing it as well. And I got some, at one point, these girls are compared to Shakespeare. I'm kidding you not. That's my last story I'm going to read. But anyway, Cardi B, the champion of this amazing cause that is empowering women, of course, many of you know, this is just from last year, that she added substances to guys' drinks at a club, and she robbed them because she had limited options. You see, because she was low on money and she needed to hustle, get her hustle on, that this was okay. Now, was she shunned from the media? No. Was she dropped by a record label? No. Was she ever brought up on charges for anything? No. So what happened out of it? Record deals. She continues on as if nothing happened. Now, if the reverse came out, we're looking at scandal. She said in the clip from Instagram Live recorded 3 years ago, she said, I had to go strip. I had to go, oh, yeah, you want to F me? Yeah, let's go back to this hotel. And she put stuff in their drinks, and then she robbed them. And she says, that's what I used to do. And smash cut to a year later, it's all forgotten and moving on. She is empowering. Tribute to women. So let me get into some of these headlines here. On late night TV, which is mainstream media, Margot Prince takes the song and transforms it into an acoustic and not safe for work country song on The Daily Show. National attention. Oh, so uplifting and empowering. So it's not good if the guys do it. They need to stop doing it. But again, women, let's just put this out and put it on late night TV shows. From the New York Post, doctors slam the critics of the song. Don't shame healthy women. These are healthy women doing this. They're empowered. They're strong. I don't remember anywhere in the lyrics they talk about using protection or being smart about it. I just remember a lot of lewd acts. But this is empowering. Doctors are saying don't shame it. And we've got here, she finds out that some Trump supporters were dancing to it. No, you can't, because this is a political statement now. This isn't about women in general. This is just about non-conservative women. Really? Like, where are we exactly going with this? And they move on. This is from The Guardian. Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion. WAP should be celebrated, not scolded. The hit collaboration between the two rappers has become a belated song of the summer, empowering women and enraging prudes along the way. You see, so if you don't like this, you're a prude. But if it's empowering and uplifting, good for you. But remember, here the guys, NWA, were put down for pretty much rapping about the same stuff. This doesn't really make sense. So Ben Shapiro decides to come out and he says he reads the censored lyrics, and it was very funny because he basically was skipping every other word, and he was saying a lot of W word, P word, A word, wet A word, P word. That was pretty much the whole thing. And of course, Billboard, which is music in general, they are very popular for coming out about all the top Billboard charts. Well, they just slander him and call him lots of names and say that he just needs to get over it. But again, guys doing this, bad thing. And now here's a quote from Ben. Let me just read this. So, because this makes sense, and this is kind of his point to it. And I'm not going to get too deep into his portion of it because he is very conservative. But he says, guys, this is what feminists fought for, he claimed during his radio segment. This is what the women's movement is all about. It's not really about women being treated as independent, full-rounded human beings, which is really what I thought the movement was for. He said it's about a wet AP, and if you say anything differently, it's because you're a misogynist, you see. Of course, he got lambasted by that, and he got torn apart for that. And what's Cardi B come out and say? Well, she perfectly claps back at the criticism of WAP by calling it misogynistic. Just what he had said. So if we're going to criticize the women for singing and rapping like this, we're bad. But if the guys rap like this, the guys are bad. Do you see how all of a sudden this whole narrative, it's all equal, and if the guys are doing it, it's awful, but if the women do it, empowering. I'm going to leave you with this. Why Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallions, WAP, is actually a public health triumph. That's right. unprotected, just every way you can think of doing it with strangers. Public health triumph. Okay. Women are usually the object of these fantasies, not in control of them. That's what makes this song so radical. Okay, so again, guys using bad, women using guys good. Okay. At the beginning of The Bug, we were told that being locked away from friends, family, and everyone else around us didn't mean we couldn't produce something special. You see, back in the dark days of the bubonic plague, a man named William Shakespeare wrote the masterpiece King Lear. Since Shakespeare was a mere human being just like us, the thinking goes, there's nothing stopping us from creating our own legendary works of art. But Shakespeare, while he had an unending bug to create King Lear, never came close to creating the rhythmic flow of genius from Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallions, WAP. So, Shakespeare could not, even though he had all the time in the world, he could not write a masterpiece as good as WAP. They then quote, put him on his knees. Give him something to believe in. Never lost a fight, but I'm looking for a beating. In the food chain, I'm the one that eat ya. If he ate my A, he's a bottom feeder. Wow, Shakespeare. That is Shakespearean. No, better than Shakespearean. Now again, let me be clear. I'm not against the video. I mean, really, it basically tells, women are so much a portion of, please don't use us as cannon fodder. Don't look at us as pieces of meat. We're women. We're intelligent. We're hardworking. We're successful. Don't look at us as objects. Also, here's a song about please use us as objects, and we will reciprocate in kind by doing the same to you. That's where I have the problem with this. It's just, and this is the anthem. This is the song to represent women for the summer. Congratulations, ladies. So when guys then objectify you and you say, hey, I don't like that, but in the meantime, I hear WAP bleeding from your headphones, we're going to have a disagreement on that. I'm not even going to read this article further because they just get into the lyrics more, and that would be the end of my time on YouTube. That's literally how awful this song is. If you haven't heard it and you have Spotify or something else where you can get an unedited version, it's probably over on like Library or BitChute or something like that. Go listen to it. But the whole point is this, that ladies, if you want to be champions and say we want to be held in the same view and the same light that guys are, and we want to be taken seriously, we want to be taken as professional women, knowledgeable, smart, college graduate, you're equal. If you want to be taken that way, probably making an anthem or making an anthem out of this song or championing a song that is basically saying that you and the dude are basically just gonna use each other and then throw each other out after physical gratification might not be the most the best way to prove your point. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Guys, if you've seen the video, let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think of the double standard? Am I right here? Or do you think I'm a little off base? Doesn't it sound like we've heard complaint about guys saying the same thing about the ladies, but the minute the ladies say it about the guys, champions. New anthem for the summer. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Guys, if you'd like to support my work, links are below as always. If you have, thank you very much. It does mean a lot to me, and I do notice. The best way you can support me is like, comment, share, subscribe, and check out my older work. Also, if you notice right next to me over here, I'm leaving my Instagram tag, _unknown_adventure. If you guys want to follow me there, I've got all my photos. I haven't put this up in like months. So I probably 100,000 followers ago. But if you want to follow me over there and check out my travel photos, that's where I'll be putting updates for my bus as soon as I get done with the bus and I can actually, leave the state and they don't have everything locked down and all the craziness going on in the cities. You can follow me over there. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. This is Better Bachelor. I'm Joker. And remember, look, it's not about the fact you want to do this. I think it's fine. Everybody should be able to do whatever the heck they want. It's the fact that, once again, it's a double standard. When the guys do it, we're shamed, but when the women do it, they're praised. Double standard.